Fantasy XIV. When we last left off, we had fought Titan, but I had forgotten that I had my character settings to skip all previously viewed cutscenes, and there were cutscenes and story content that was missed as a result. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fight him again. But this time, I'm going to fight him with the cutscenes that come before and after the fight. Don't want to leave any plot holes here.
Look, an overdweller! Yes, yes, an invader from above! He uses our aetherites against us! He has defiled Titan's sacred sanctuary! Trespassed! Violated! Defiled! Overdwellers must leave! Overdwellers must fly! Brothers and sisters, fear him not! His fate shall be decided by the Lord of Crags! Hear me, Overdweller! You and your treacherous brethren must be held to account for the breaking of the Covenant! You shall be the first to face judgment, then Limsa Lominsa and her Oathbreakers! Liars! Betrayers! Outbreakers! Oh, great Father, Lord of Crags, Titan, we summon you! Titan, we summon you! Oh, great Father, Lord of Crags, Titan, we summon you! Titan, we summon you!
Probably this one. I'm gonna run ragged on my throat.
He is come! The Lord of France, Titan is come!
But it's not how you're actually supposed to use the mechanics of this fight. It's just it hurts me so little.
Tremble before the might of the earth!
The Lord of Crags, great Father Titan has fallen!
Yeah, like 900 out of my 173,000 HP. purpose of me doing all of this at level 80 isn't to be like, yeah, I don't care. It was just more so that I didn't have to deal with any pesky waiting for dungeons or bosses like this. So there are going to be occasions where I have to actually get other people. Like the bosses in the most recent expansion.
The crimes of the Overdwellers shall never be forgotten! Never be forgotten! No, no, never! 'Twas your kin who broke the covenant. We have acted only in defense of our lands. Cease your aggression, or never will there be peace. Until our dying breaths, we shall defy you. Deny, decry, defy!
Proceed as planned. Are you sure this is wise, my lord? Your curiosity is untested by other people. You do not yet know its true capabilities. Then trust in mine, Rizzazi. My curiosity, as you so eloquently put it, would have bested Titan in the blink of an eye. Why, if there be truth to the legends, it could readily subjugate the whole of Eorzea, given but a little while longer. Is that not so?
Oh, it is. No greater single power has ever been conceived, much less realized.
What you say may well be true. The vast devices made with battles I do not believe they will serve to change the course of this war.
I bet you did, Rez. Oh, but they will. Have a little faith, my friend.
I cannot endorse this course of action.
Now he has a fourth. Fascinating. Carry on, Crystal Gamma. Far than you have come, your work is far from done. And naught remained to mark his passing. Well, the Asians are nothing if not elusive. It is a little wonder that they should cast advanced teleportation magics as well. But that they would choose to consort with the Empire. What common goal could they possibly share? That must be fun. Oh, by the way, Rez, didn't you say you tried this game at one point? I think. I feared I might arrive too late, but I see you had the matter well in hand. I have taken measures to ensure that we are not pursued, yet I cannot say how long they will hold. Take your leave while the kobolds are still in disarray. Oh, I thought you did try the free trial. I will follow anon. If there is something I must investigate before I depart. I will teleport you to the Aetherite in Zelma's Run, and we will rendezvous at Camp Bronzelake. Agreed? That's okay. Well, I mean, if you do get the free trial, then we can actually play this game together. Did I not mention that when everybody else was here before? Alright, what amount will I get on the roulette today? Well, I mean, that's just the Final Fantasy Victory fan base. That's been in the game since that's been in the Final Fantasy series since the very first one. They may have changed and evolved over time, but they're still the same. There you are, Stola. I am relieved to see you well, but come, let us discuss our next steps. Yogi! Where? Oh, okay. I finished part 3, apparently. Alright, part 4. The word will already have reached Maelstrom Command. Protocol requires that a representative of our order inform the High Commander of the mission's success. The honor is rightfully yours, Vakama. Once again, I must commend you on a job well done. We shall speak again soon. Alrighty, Tulimsa! Then I must go to the aft captain to talk to, yeah. So sorry for that lack of movement. My older brother felt the need to mess with me. Thank you for coming, Vakama. Word of your triumph reached me some while ago, but I am pleased to have it personally confirmed. First Ifrit, and now Titan. Truly, when I think of your achievements, I feel the loss of the Warriors of Light less keenly. And there can be no greater compliment than that. You and your order are heroes. The people of Limsa are forever in your debt. I shall relay the details of your report to the Admiral forthwith. Please send my regards to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Vakama, this is Minfilia. Y'shtola hath informed me of your success. You have won a great victory for the people of Eorzea, one that shall not be forgotten. And what is more, both you and Y'shtola emerged from Ogamora unscathed, while Tataru and the others seemed as glad as they did of Tataru and the others seemed as glad of that as they did of Titan's fall. You can look forward to a hero's welcome. I'll be awaiting your return at the Waking Sands. There's much to discuss. Godspeed. Yay! Oh, wait. I don't have those. I forgot! I don't have the Vesper Bay Aetheryte tickets! Oh, that's funny. If I'm going to be going to the Waking Sands, I'm going to go in style. Even if that style is a mechanized frog. We'll see if I wake up early enough and she has a party up. The adventurous type. Mind taking a quick look? Was that screaming I heard? Yeah, she told me about that. I'm not sure I want to know. Well, that bodes ill. Oh boy. Later, Rez. Whoa. Oh boy, something tells me I don't want to know what's through this door. This one is glad. Walking one is safe. And now I'm getting a view of what happened.
We'll be awaiting your return at the Waking Sands. There is much to discuss. Godspeed. Thank heavens he is safe. Louisoire, do you see? Your light shines brightly in this one, and in time it will illuminate the realm once more. Oh!
Advance no further!
We have come for the one who slayed Ifrit and Titan. Bring him forth, or you shall know no mercy.
You don't look like you have an outcome.
Confound it. Stay out of sight. I would leave a message with you. I surrender myself, on the condition you spare the innocents.
Conditions? There speaks the Supreme Sire. I'll grant you have courage, but you would be better served by armor.
Search all you will. The one you seek is not here.
So it would seem.
And yet you knew to look here. But how?
Hold that thought.
No!
Conditions of surrender denied.
Cease at once!
Have you not done enough?
Perhaps. Enough. We must away. Though we have not found our quarry, the High Priestess of the Scions should suffice for now. They say she also possesses the Echo. I cannot wait to hear her scream. I said enough! We leave. Bring the prisoners.
Walking one Minfilia. Ask this one to... In case walking one returned, this one was to say, a church in eastern Danalan. Walking one must claim sanctuary. This one tried to protect Walking One Renfilia from Imperial ones. Forgive this one. Safe. It would appear I have no choice. I did not mean to do that. Is something troubling you, my son? You have the look of one who has endured great suffering. If there's anything I can do to help, anything at all, you need only ask. The wild roses? I see. You may speak freely here. We are all friends of the Scions. How could this have happened? You are certain that Menfilio was among those taken by the Garleans? Let us pray no further harm comes to them. You may stay here for as long as you wish. It is the least I can do for a friend of Infilius. I have known her since she was but a child. Well do I recall the day of our first meeting. I swore then to do everything in my power to support her, and I will gladly offer the selfsame service to her brother and sister Scions. So please, no matter what you require, you need not hesitate to ask. Marquis, would you come here for a moment? Yes, father? If you require assistance, pray speak with Marquis. He is a trifle shy, but I assure you he means well. I should explain. Marquis is a survivor of the Battle of Cartano. Alas, his experiences took a terrible toll upon his mind. Had we not taken him into our care, he would surely have perished in the desert. Marquis, I want you to look after Vakama. Do you understand? Yes, father. Excuse me, Vakama. Do you have a moment? It concerns this broken horror lodge that was found in the pocket of a man brought here for burial. There's something familiar about it, but just what I cannot say. Perhaps if I tinker with the device, it will come to me. However, I lack the proper tools to do so. I would ask that you journey to Camp Drybone in my stead to obtain a bull-point chisel and a pair of needle-nosed pincers. They are often used by goldsmiths, so perhaps they would be the best people to ask. Of course, I do not expect you to foot the bill. Here, take this coin purse. Okay, let's go and get some tools. And I got a Dargan. A bullpoint chisel, you say? And a pair of needle nose pincers? Those things don't come cheap, you know. Balls! Yes, that should be a sufficient payment. Nice doing business with you. Greedy bastard. Oh well. Have you brought the tools I requested? Something occurs to me. Please wait here for a moment. It was for naught. Though I repaired the device easily, the sensation that stirs within me remains a mystery. But how? How did I do it? These hands. My hands, they moved with a mind of their own, deftly manipulating the clockwork mechanisms. There was no doubt or uncertainty. I knew exactly what to do, as though I had performed the same motions countless times before. Pardon me, Vakama. This was a mistake. Please give the Aura Lodge to Sister Elunid. The man who once owned it is currently in her care, and I think it best that it be returned to him. Okay, I just have to find her. Elunid! Good evening to you, sir. Have you come to pay your respects to this man? Never before have I seen such a queer device. You see that it measures the passing of time? Mayhap they are more common in Garlemald. I am given to understand that its cities are filled with all manner of amazing technologies. Marquis said that it belonged to the deceased? Oh dear. You don't suppose that the owner might have been a Garlean spy? It may behoove us to notify the authorities in Camp Drybone. But mayhap more importantly, how did Marquis manage to repair this device? I knew he had a talent for the trades, but this goes far beyond mending fences and thatching roofs. I recognize you now, Vakama. Allow me to express my deepest condolences for those who lost their lives in the attack. I apologize if discussing this upsets you, but you should know that the bodies of your comrades are presently being removed from the waking sands and prepared for transport here. If you wish to leave this work to others, I understand. However, taking part might help you find closure. Doesn't help in every case. You can definitely say that. It doesn't help in every case. Hey, you don't look like one of them church fellas. Not that I'll turn you away, no sir. As you can see, we got a pile of unidentified bodies over yonder. No one's come to claim them, so I'll just let you on they go. Be thankful you didn't have to go inside and see the carnage for yourself. That's stuff of nightmares, I tell you. God's damned Imperials. I don't know what quarrel they have with these folks. I sure as hell don't want to know. The sooner we put this behind us, the better. Say, have I seen you around here before? Or do you just have one of the faces? Ah, never mind. Anyway, does the carriage come to haul the bodies to the village yard up by the east gate? There's only 8 left to load up, but seeing as I'm exhausted from carrying all the others, never mind to leave the remainder to you. Might want to cover your nose while you work. Some of these folks are starting to turn.
How dare you speak of my friends like that?
This is not pleasant work to do. What happened to the big fella? Ah, forget it. Just bring the next batch and toss him in the back. Ain't like they'll complain if you're rough. Well, ain't you a strong one? Warned one trip. Reckon there's no need for me to lend you a hand with the rest then. Come on, let's finish this before I die of old age. That should be all of them. Thanks for the help. Look, it won't take too long to deliver all the corpses to the lich yard. Even so, you might want to hurry back and tell them that our work here is done. I see that you decided to heed my advice. I pray that in doing so you found some small measure of peace. The first carriage from Vesper Bay arrived not long ago, and we have begun preparing your comrades for burial. I had a hand in the initial rites, and I would like you to know that, for many, death came quickly. Rest assured that we will treat them with the utmost respect, and do everything we can to shepherd them to Thal's realm. we can perform the rites for most of the scions, there is one whom we cannot accept. We would like you to return this one to her people, the Sylphs of Little Solace. It is only proper that she be given into the care of her friends and family, so that they may mourn her in accordance with Sylphic traditions. This is not gonna be easy to do! Going through all of this again, it's like, you know, I think the wings of, I think, wings of the Soul may be right. The warrior of light is not okay. This one is surprised to see walking one in Little Solace. How can these ones assist walking one? Eorzea? But this one does not understand. This one has heard much wailing. This one would know what has caused such distress. Terrible news, Elder One. Awful news. Walking One has returned to Little Solace? But why? These ones have not requested further aid. Eorzea? How did this happen? Explain everything to me at once! So, not only Eorzea, but many of Walking One's friends were lost as well. Eorzea went to Darolan at the behest of this one. Walking One was with Eorzea at the end. Tell this one that Eorzea was brave. Tell this one that Eorzea did not suffer. This one is glad to hear Walking One's words. Thank you for bringing Eorzea home, Walking One. These ones also wish to thank Praying Ones. Tell Praying Ones these ones will remember this kindness. This one demands vengeance! Imperial Ones must pay! Imperial Ones must suffer! When the time comes for Walking Ones to face Imperial Ones, do not forget these ones. These ones would not have Eorzea's death be for naught. These ones will fight! Oh, trust me, Kamuxio. The person responsible for this is going to get exactly what's coming to her. Somebody named their character Billie Eilish. Although, could that really be Billie Eilish? I guess we'll never know. Though I am not qualified to assist with the rites, I offer what assistance I can to the priests. Sometimes I wonder if I'm just getting in the way, though. We thank you for your services to the church and to the Sylphs. You may be pleased to know that in your absence we interred the remaining scions in the Lich Yard. Perhaps you will still wish to do more for your friends. If so, I would remind you that you have already done much, so much, on their behalf. Please, take a rest and set aside your burdens for now, Vakama. I'm not imagining it, Vakama. I know I'm being watched. The This is different. Sinister. It is as if I am under observation. The feeling comes and goes, but I felt it when last I ventured outside. Yes, I know I felt it. Will you look outside for me? Please. It will only take a moment. Excuse me. Excuse me. Where did those come from? Oh, wait. I have soda. Never mind. Oh, no. Go away. Ruah. What? You were attacked, weren't you? I picked up the wrong controller. Are you unharmed? Thank the gods. I knew it. He was watching me. But why was he watching me? What did he want with me? Did he perhaps know something of my past? If only I could have asked him. I need to think. Please allow me a moment alone. Wait. Father Elude must hear of this. Will you tell him for me? It's important. I think others may come for me again. He's right there! Hello, marauder with a pompadour. Heavens forfend. That such a thing should happen on holy ground. Do you have any idea who this man was? Did you notice anything distinctive about his garb or possessions? This is Garlean steel. Which means the man who was watching Marcus was... Make haste to Camp Drybone at once. We must summon the immortal flames before more Imperials come. Alphino.
I fondly hoped that I might be the first to speak with you. Would that I had been so fortunate. At ease, adventurer. I come not on behalf of the Empire. On the contrary, I mean to revive the scions of the Seventh Dawn. And to that end, I have come in search of a legend. The greatest engineer of our time, Master Cid Garland. I have come for you.
I fear you are mistaken, child. He is but a poor soul who bore witness to the horrors at Carteneau. I beg of you, leave us in peace.
Wait, Hear me, Cid. Eorzea needs you.
Cid, was it? Here. These belong to you. I thought you bore the mark of greatness. It seems that I was right. Our time together was all too brief, but it felt as though my son had returned to me. You have brought joy to an old man's life. But it is time for you to help those who truly need you.
Who are you?
Alphino Leveilleur, at your service. As a scion of the Seventh Dawn, I stand against our primal and imperial foes, as my grandfather once did. 'Tis no secret what befell our order at the Waking Sands. Word has already spread across Eorzea. The repercussions are far greater than you realize. In the wake of the calamity, the 3 city-states focused their efforts solely on reconstruction, leaving the scions to combat the primal threat unaided. And lo, we are all but destroyed. Yet even as the nations mourn our demise and abandon what little hope they have left, we cannot forsake our duty, now least of all. The Ixal have summoned Garuda once more, and she torments the people of Kurthus as we speak. Her appetite for destruction far exceeds that of other primals. Worse, in her present incarnation, our Baldessian colleagues believe she surpasses both Ifrit and Titan in strength. Yet, therein lies an opportunity. Were we somehow to defeat Garuda, it would serve as a warning to the other beast tribes that even their mightiest gods can be felled. If we are to face our foe, we must first circumvent the tempest that shields her sanctuary. And for that, we need an airship. Your airship, Cid.
I have an airship?
Yes, Cid, you do. Your very own airship. It was last seen in the skies over Gridania, not long before the calamity. So let us begin our search there.
An airship? My airship? Oh, wait.
Come, let us put an end to the primals. Together, we will show the world that the Scions are still a force to be reckoned with.
They need my airship. They need me.
terribly sorry. I had been muted this whole time and didn't even know it. The crap is wrong with me? The Enterprise? And again, I picked up the wrong controller. Darn it! You speak of Master Garland's ship, yes? Aye, I needn't refer to the records. I know that the airship was sighted overhead 5 years ago, clearly bound for Kurthis. What became of it after that, I cannot say. If you wish to know more, pray speak with Vortifar at Florentel's Spire. He was on duty that day and saw it with his own eyes. I am unsure what it is you hope to accomplish, though. Even should you locate the ship, would you not need a man of Master Garland's caliber to fly it? I hear tell that the machinery is fiendishly complex. Luckily, we have Sid to do just that, but we need to find the airship before we can use it. You have come in search of Vortifar? Then well met, for you have found him. Indeed, I have served as a whaler for many years, since before the great snows came to Kurthis. What exactly is this about? Ah, the final flight of the Enterprise. I do indeed remember that day. It was on the eve of the Battle of Cartano, nigh on 5 years ago. I held the spire alone that night, while the bulk of our forces marched to meet the enemy in the field. Then, all of a sudden, the most fantastic airship I'd ever seen splits the sky overhead. I could only watch in shock as it disappeared over the mountains to the northwest. If the Enterprise wasn't destroyed during the calamity, I'd wager it's still somewhere in Kurthis. The astrologians at the Observatorium may have records which could help, but to obtain them you would need to deal with the Asgardians who control the region. I wouldn't expect much, though. The High Houses have long been concerned with their own affairs above all else. When Dalamud descended, they took shelter behind their gates, and even now they have little regard for the plights of other nations. Nevertheless, they may deign to assist you should you prove yourself useful. Consider providing your services to the soldiers who guard the Observatorium. Though they may refuse you at first, I have little doubt they would accept and freely offer. They would accept. I have little doubt they would accept aid freely offered. Which means, do it. Yay, my Rathalos! Whee!
Ludovar.
Excuse me, can you repeat that? You wish to offer your services to House Durandare? And what perturbed do you wish to receive in exchange? Ha! How absurd! As if we would permit an outsider to peruse the records of the Observatorium. Do not mistake our courtesy for friendliness. The Holy See of Ishgard may allow foreigners to travel freely within these lands, but we do not intend to offer succor to strangers. Helena, have mercy. Are you still here? You may take shelter within our walls if you insist, but do not distract me while I am on duty, stretched thin as it is. And where in the hell is that knight I sent out on patrol? He should have returned ages ago. Perhaps I have a use for you after all. If you still wish to aid us, search the wilds to the west for my missing man. You will know him by his uniform, that of House Durandare. as is mine.
Why do I keep hitting all these buttons?
And I'm on a fluff ball. Thank you, Moogles. Thank you for my fluff ball.
Whee!
Alright, let me help you up. If it wasn't for you, sir, I reckon they would have finished me off. Despicable, dragon-loving bastards! Death was a mercy they didn't deserve. I prayed the rumors were mistaken, but this confirms the worst. I must immediately inform my superiors that the heretics are operating within this region. Fare thee well, friends. All this death, all this fighting, because of the sin of forefathers that has been concealed. But I will reveal naught else until I get to that point in the next expansion.
I must say, I didn't actually expect you to find my knight, much less rescue him. I see I may have been premature in my judgment, sir. We are a proud people, beholden to tradition, but that does not mean we are without humility. I shall instruct the astrologers to entertain your request. However, understand that it is ultimately their decision whether or not you may peruse their records. Pray proceed to the observatorium and introduce yourself to Edna. Okay! I'm not gonna climb the tower and do that. Oh! Hi! You're right here.
This is a woman. Ah, the gentlemen come in search of the airship. This is highly unorthodox. Whatever could Sir Ludovic be thinking? It is true that we maintain meticulous records which stretch back generations. However, because this information is used to chart Dravanian activity, access is strictly controlled. One can never be too careful with heretics and their sympathizers lurking about. If you would persist with your inquiries, pray seek an audience with Chief Astrologian Flameborne up above. And climb higher, I must. Yeah, at least I'm not climbing all those stairs in frickin' Shinra, right? No, absolutely not. Have you any inkling what it is you ask? Were our records to fall into the wrong hands, it could change the course of a war which has raged for generations. I speak not of some mere spat between Southron nations. Ours is a holy crusade. We are the arbiters of Halone's will. I will not put our great nation at risk. Certainly not to help a foreigner locate a missing airship of all things.
Pardon the intrusion, Flameborne. I wish to speak with you regarding the recent... Oh, I did not realize you had a guest.
Inquisitor Gia... I'm going to butcher this name many times. Inquisitor Guillaume. You honor us with your presence, sir. The gentleman was just leaving.
Ah, you must be the one who rescued House Durandaire's knight from those heretics. Doubtless they feel indebted to you. I am told you seek an airship last seen in Kurthus 5 years ago, yes? You come to us at an inconvenient time, I fear. Much has changed in the intervening years, and little for the better. While I wish you best of luck in your search, I would also strongly advise caution. The snows can come quickly in Kurthis. One moment you may feel as though you have a firm grasp on your surroundings, safe and secure in your knowledge. In the next, you may find yourself in a wholly unfamiliar situation, blind to the daggers hidden by the blizzard. It would be wise for you to focus on a single landmark whilst traveling. Do not give in to temptation and deviate from your course. I was not aware you had aided House Durandare in that fashion. Thank you, sir. Nevertheless, my decision stands. I cannot give you what you seek. Eorzea? You there, sir. I cannot help but overhear your conversation with the chief astrologer. There may be a way I can assist you, but it would require that you perform for me a favor in exchange. An associate of mine has yet to return from his expedition to the cliffs east of the observatorium. He was adamant that he could conduct his observation alone, despite the presence of an Ixal in the vicinity. If you would seek out this astrologer and confirm that he is well, it would be a great comfort to me. Okay. Come, Sildra. We have an astro to find. What a relief to see someone other than a goddamned birdman. I thought I could finish my work whilst the Ixal were away, but they returned far quicker than I anticipated. It was all I could do to hide and hope that they might leave again before I froze to... Wait, who are you? You are not one of our knights? A man of House Durandare cannot be seen in the company of an unbeliever. Good day, sir. My God, these people. Now I get to speak with Eorzea. Arrogant fool returned not long before you arrived, muttering about the disgrace of having been rescued by an unbeliever. Serves him right for underestimating the dangers our knights face every day. Ah, but you are eager to locate your airship. It may surprise you that by saving him, you have actually aided your own cause. House Durandare is quick to regard outsiders with suspicion, as it is their duty to sound the alarm at the first sign of Giovannian aggression. Yet you have already aided them twice, for which we are honor-bound to repay you. Even so, they will not grant you access to the observatorium's records. That is just as well, but there are other ways you might locate your missing airship. What I propose is that you petition Lord Portalane for an official introduction to the other high houses. The word of House Durandare carries tremendous weight in Ishgard. Should the captain consent, you would have little trouble obtaining information from the other high houses.
My little Halloween winged eyeball. It even has a little action all of its own. Wait. It's best seen on a flat ground. There we go. Oh, wait. In here.
You've caused quite a stir in your short time here. First you slay 2 heretics and save a knight, and now I hear you have rescued a man of our house. I imagine you must desire something for your troubles. An introduction to the other high houses? I cannot deny that you have given us no cause to distrust you, but while you have performed 2 acts, you would have me endorse you to 3 high houses. It is only fitting that you aid us one final time, wouldn't you agree? Now, I understand you are very eager to find your missing airship. Worry not, this task shall take a man of your skills but a moment to complete. Not long ago, a porter bound for Skyfire Locks was ambushed on the road due west of here. Though he escaped with his life, he would very much like his wares as well. On the off chance any portion of his shipment remains, I would have you travel to the scene of the robbery and bring back what you find. Lest you intend to perform only a cursory search, bear in mind that recovering the stolen merchandise will endear you to House Halenard further. Lest you intend on performing only a cursory search, bear in mind that recovering the stolen merchandise will endear you to House Halenard, further improving the chances that they will indulge your request for aid. Oh, why not? Let's go, Bismarck. A 1 box. A 2 box. And an ambush. Alright, come on. Come on then. Is that really the best you've got? Pathetic. A 3 box. Have you good tidings to share? Or better yet, stolen merchandise to show? Gods bless you, friend! It's all here! Every last... but wait. That chest over there looks like it might have been pillaged. Bloody hells, that's the personal property of Lord Francel, too! Are you certain? Clearly an attempt was made to open it, but the lock appears to have held. Nevertheless, if you wish to verify the contents against your shipping manifest, be my guest. Fury, take me a draconian rosary! In the possession of Lord Francel? Yet, perhaps this is not so difficult to fathom. House Halenard has whispered to be infested with heretics. Thank you for bringing this matter to my attention, sir. I shall inform the Inquisitors immediately. Under these circumstances, I must strongly advise against associating with House Halenard. Your other introductions will need to be postponed as well.
It is the duty of every Ishgardian to root out and destroy heretics. All else must wait until this matter is resolved. Come closer, lad, and listen well. This is for your ears only. Lord Francelis is no heretic. He is a goodly, righteous man, wholly dedicated to the cause. I know this, because I served House Halenot for years prior to the calamity. You must go to Skyfire Locks and warn him of the coming storm. The Inquisitors are ruthless and will spare him no mercy. Speak to him of an elder rice. He will know you for a friend. Now go.
Silence of the Essence! Go, Gubu!
Ha! Show these other worthless Gubu your full potential! That Gubu can fly! You can fly, you can fly, you can fly. Where's it going? I was having trouble finding it this way. I don't know why. Ah, long night! Let the rabble blither what they will over their rude cups. Forth may he be of his father's loins. Okay. But Sir Francel is first in piety and discernment. Skyfire Locks can be in no better hands. Yes, you look as though you have something to say. Is that an L device in your pocket, or are you happy to see me? God damn it, Coachy Fox! I see Sir Carlisle has not forgotten my mother's favorite flower. Pity it has not been seen in Curtis since the calamity. You may speak freely here. That's absurd! I would sooner die than become a thrall of the dragons! Alas, it matters little what I say at this point. Although the Draconian Rosary was not found in my possession, it will still be considered by many to be proof of my heresy. I must do the utmost to prove my innocence to the Inquisitors, but if they harbor even the slightest doubt... this will only add weight to the incessant accusations our house has suffered of late. It's as if the gods themselves are plotting our fall. You risk much by coming here. It is only proper that I recompense you for this deed. Tell me what you desire, and I shall do my best to provide. Your missing airship? I see. It may require a prolonged effort to locate your quarry. I shall direct you to one in a better position to assist you. Lord Archiphon of House Fortemps commands the garrison at Cat Dragonhead. Pass! Present to him this letter of introduction, and he will surely be receptive to it. Archiphon, the goodest and bestest of Ishgardians. In a tie with Sir Emma, who we will meet, I think, fairly soon. Come, Rathalos! Unmistakable swagger of a well-traveled adventurer. If you are come to pay your respects, be at ease, friend. I am not one to stand on formality. Truth be told, I would gladly welcome many and more brave souls like yourself. But enough chatter. Pray tell me why you have come. If there is any justice in this world, these charges will receive no serious consideration. It is beyond inconceivable. Ah, yes. The letter made mention of a pressing matter for which you required assistance. What might that be? So this enterprise you speak of was last seen above Kurthis before the calamity 5 years ago. I fear it may prove difficult to find any eyewitnesses to the event, for while Ishgard did not participate in the Battle of Cartano, we were embroiled in our own internal conflicts at the time. Nevertheless, we will make inquiries on your behalf and share with you my findings in the future. In the meantime, please enjoy the hospitality of Camp Dragonhead. I will see that you are afforded every courtesy as a guest of House Fortom. As you have doubtless realized by now, the High Houses of Ishgard, House Fortom included, are either unable or unwilling to offer you formal assistance in your search. However, that does not mean that there are not influential individuals within each house who are sympathetic to your cause. I shall be sending missives to their various representatives in Ishgard, though I suspect it would be quicker and more efficient if you were to make the inquiries of your own. Lady Nina, of mine own House Fortom, who resides here in Camp Dragonhead, rather enjoys the company of travelers. There is also Carbalane of House Helenard, who can be found at Skyfire Locks, though any information you pry from the scribe may prove Cravelin, House Helenard, who can be found at Skyfire Locks, so any information you pry from the scribe may prove difficult to parse. Have you spoken with the chief astrologian of House Durandare yet? Really? Perhaps he'll be more accommodating once I inform him that you are a friend of House Fortom. Do not concern yourself with House Zamael. I shall contact them myself. Seek the counsel of the 3 I mentioned and return to me when finished. Okay! I trust you, buddy. Why, hello, good sir. What's that? An airship, you say? I hate to disappoint you, but I know nothing of what you seek. Likely no one of House Fortom does, for if they did, I would definitely know as well. The topic on everyone's lips these days is what will become of young Lord Francel. Some say the allegations are long overdue, given how many members of House Helenard have been found guilty of heresy in recent days. Look at my car is amazing. Come have a seat, it's flies in the air. There you are. Helene, grant me strength. There must be some way to... Oh, who are you? A friend of Lord Orchiffon? I want to help you, I truly do, but these accusations of heresy have thrown House Helenard into chaos. Right now, we must focus on combating these charges and preserving our reputation. Come, Zerbin. We fly! I gather you have been busy since we last spoke. Lord Archifon's missive was positively glowing. But if you think that his endorsement is cause for me to disregard Ashgardian policy, then you are sorely mistaken. We are at war, sir, and the enemy grows bolder by the day. Why, in the short time since Inquisitor Girain arrived in Kurthis, countless heretics have been discovered, even amongst the elite of Ishgardian society. If Lord Archifont wishes to waste his days chasing after a long-lost airship, then that is his choice. But if he expects others to share in his folly, then he is truly blind to the present state of affairs. More like you are blind to the current state of affairs, because you don't actually have any idea what is going on. By our countenance, I take it you did not learn anything of use. Nor did I fear. It seems the whole of Kurthis is consumed by this talk of heretics in the high houses. We can only hope that my sources in Ishgard proper provide more pertinent information. I had another personal request to make of you. It concerns Lord Francel, of whom much has been whispered in recent days. I have received a report that he and 3 knights were seen heading north toward the Vigil. The outpost was long ago overrun by the Durranian horde, so I'm not certain what he intends to accomplish with such a small force. Whatever his motives, I fear for his safety. Pray journey to the Steel Vigil, and see if Lord Francel's party requires assistance. Okay!
Come with me, mighty lion.
I'll talk to the knight before I go to help Francel. Where is Lord Francel? Please, you must find him! So fast, so strong. We were no match. Yes, it's not safe here. We must flee. Who goes there? Vakama? No, stay back! The fiend is still here! What fiend? Oh Lord, I be praised. You did it! But what of the others? The 3 knights who accompanied me, where are they? I heard the beast's cries from over yonder. The Lord Francel is safe? Bless you, sir, bless you! Curse those fiends! It's as though they knew we were coming. Confound it all. How are we to redeem House Helenot if we cannot even slay a single Avis? We are fortunate you came along when you did, sir. House Helenot will remember your kindness. It was a foolish thing to do, I know, but I had hoped that we might demonstrate our devotion by slaying a number of the Scalekin. Moreover, it was House Helenot that yielded the steel vigil to the Horde many years ago. One might say that our defeat here heralded the slow decline of our house's once great name. We have been brought even lower by these despicable accusations of heresy, and despite my best efforts, I have done naught to improve the situation. The day of my trial approaches. Soon I must accept the judgment of the Inquisitors, whatever it may be. But even should my protestations fall on deaf ears, I will proclaim my innocence unto my dying breath. Innocence, dear Ransom. What did you find at the Steel Vigil? Ah, I see. A reckless plan, but at least it did not cost him and his knights their lives. I have news for you as well. A witness to the final flight of the Enterprise has been found. Alas, there is a complication. It has become common knowledge that you paid a visit to Lord Francel at Skyfire Locks not long ago. Upon learning of this, the witness became understandably reticent to make your acquaintance, for fear of being seen in the company of a man who might later be declared heretic. A not unreasonable fear, given the zeal with which Inquisitor Guillaume has conducted his investigations. In any case, if we wish to obtain his testimony, we must first clear Lord Francel's name, and by association, yours. As I see it, the key to proving Lord Francel's innocence is discrediting the evidence against him. I speak of the Draconian rosary found in the chest you yourself recovered. If you would, please tell me of the incident in question. So it was found in a locked chest labeled as the property of Lord Francel. If the rosary was not his, then someone else with access must have planted it. Here's what you must do. Return to Skyfire Locks and speak with Reichman. He works closely with the porters who ferry goods across Kurthis, so he may have some inkling as to who could be responsible. Lot of detective work we're doing here, but it's worth it. Come, Dalmel! Frankly, I would be surprised if they came out with a new mount that didn't fly. Because so far every mount can fly! Hey, someone tampering with the shipments? Fury strike me down. If all them rosaries found in our people's possessions were planted. Hey now, don't you give me that look. Wait, hey now, don't you give me that look, lad. I'm a House Helenard man through and through. This heresy nonsense is bad for me and my family too. I ain't saying the porters of what were bringing the shipment did it though. I know most of them what work the trade routes, and I've never had cause to question their faith. But if it wasn't them neither, then your guess is as good as mine. After all, most every shipment is thoroughly inspected before it... Eh? Could it have been the fellas what were responsible for the inspections? Ha! Ishgari Knights and Inquisitors, the lot of them! As if they'd ever turn their cloaks. Reckon that means the porters are your most likely suspects. Hate to think it, but maybe you should question them. There's a crew coming to Camp Dragonhead from White Brim Front this eve. You might consider having a word with them. I think I will. Come, Biako! Beg your pardon? You suspect that we porters have been planting draconian rosaries in House Halenard shipments? What nerve! If you truly believe such nonsense, search our parcels and see what you find. Are we finished? If so, I would appreciate an apology. But that's impossible! Once the Knight of White Brim Front concluded her inspection, I loaded the parcels into the wagon myself. And if I had been the culprit, I would have never allowed you to search my shipments. Say what you will to Lord Archifon, I will not be held accountable for this. Did something happen outside? I thought I heard shouting. Ah, but more importantly, what did Reichman have to say? More draconian rosaries? And every single parcel bound for Skyfire locks? That beggars belief! Even the Inquisitors must acknowledge that this is more than a crass attempt to sully House Halenard's reputation. Whoever is responsible has overplayed his hand. And praise Halone that he did. Lord Francel's trial is upon us, and we must act now if we are to clear his name. From the very first, I knew it could not be that so many members of House Halenard were heretics. At last, we can get the lie to these poisonous allegations and put an end to this travesty. I will need to prepare a formal statement regarding these developments for the Holy See. In the meantime, I would have you bear my words to Inquisitor Bergi. Tell her that House Mortom asks, nay, demands that Lord Francel's trial be postponed until a full investigation has been conducted. And I shall do just that. For Inquisitor Bergi is up here! What is it, my child? Lord Archifon would have the Inquisitors do what? But that is not possible. Inquisitor Ghislaine presides over Lord Francel's trial, at which drop even as we speak. Fear not. If Lord Francel is indeed innocent, he shall walk in Halone's halls with the fallen heroes of Ishgard. That bodes ill. And it speaks volumes if that Inquisitor is okay with that. They have taken Lord Francel to Witchdrop? This is madness! The Inquisitor does not have sufficient grounds to subject him to that manner of trial. I will not stand idly by and allow an innocent man to die. Vakama, I will dispatch you and one of my knights to Witchdrop to forestall the proceedings until such a time as I am able to join you and petition Inquisitor Ghislaine in person. I will endeavor not to keep you waiting too long. Do whatever you must to keep Lord Francel alive. Will do. and in my bomb palanquin shall be my steed to deliver me unto battle. And here we are. Hail, Vakama. As you can see, Lord Francel yet lives. We must try to reason with the Inquisitor, but if his guards judge us a threat, we must also be prepared to defend ourselves. Wasin Charlemagne Francel de Helenath, you stand accused of heresy against the Holy See of Ishgard. Oh, wait. I forgot his voice already.
Wasin Charlemagne Francel de Helenath, you stand accused of heresy against the Holy See of Ishgard. Is there aught you wish to say in your defense?
Hear me, brothers. These charges are false. The men and women of my line have ever opposed the Jabarians, and I am no different. Since the very birth of our nation, we have gladly shed blood in service of the Holy See. Condemn me, and you will strike a blow for the enemies of Ishgard.
It is for Helone to judge the truth. Prove your innocence in the eyes of gods and men. Leap from the cliff and entrust your fate to the Fury. The righteous shall take their place in Helone's halls, while the wicked shall reveal their draken forms and be put to the sword.
In the name of House Fortomp, I beseech you, stay your hand! Inquisitor, we are come on behalf of Lord Archifon. My lord has uncovered evidence which suggests that the charges against Lord Francel are without merit. We humbly request that these proceedings be suspended until such time as a full re-examination of the facts has been conducted.
Lord Archifon has allowed in his personal relationship with the accused to cloud his judgment. That he should harbor private doubts, I might have allowed. But that he would dare interfere in legal proceedings sanctioned by the Holy See, I cannot. To defy the will of an Inquisitor is to commit heresy, a crime for which there is but one punishment.
We must hold them until Lord Archifon arrives, Vakama. And remember, no harm can come to the Inquisitor. It is not our intention to defy the will of the Archbishop. But this trial, like many others, I fear, have been orchestrated by enemies of House Helenard. They have used you and your fellows to sow discord, Inquisitor, to set brother against brother that we may tear ourselves apart.
The fervid imaginings of a desperate man. What proof have you of this?
By the Fury! A draconian rosary! Then the knight who refused to yield. It was he who summoned the wyvern.
A heretic in the ranks of the Temple Knights. This has grave implications. Your claims would appear to have merit, Lord Archivon. I shall withdraw my charges against Lord Rancel pending further investigation. I trust you have not lost sight of that which first brought you to Kurthus, Vakama. Pray locate your errant airship and use it.
Lord Archivon, I have not the words to express my gratitude, but why would you risk your reputation to save mine? Because I know you, boy. You're too loyal to betray Ishgard and too devout to question your sentence. Had we been any slower, you'd have jumped of your own free will. I would have done whatever it took to redeem House Halenard. Praise Helone, it did not come to that, but it profits us little to dwell on what might have been. Let us quit this place, Vakama. Pray visit me at Camp Dragonhead once you have recuperated. And now, my other lion. Look well, Vakama. May I say what a pleasure it was to fight alongside such a fearless and skillful warrior? Were it not for you, Lord Rancel would surely have died defending in the honor of his house, and I might well have perished at the hands of a heretic and his wyvern. As for Top and House Halenard shall never forget your service. Now, let us return to the matter of your missing enterprise. And on that note, I think now would be the time to call it. But fear not. The next part shall be tomorrow. Until then, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.